Good morning. In this video we are going to present the comparison between the book and the movie of Charlotte's Web. My name is Emilio.
My name is Jennifer.
My name is Octavio.
And we are going to start.
The movie. The screenwriters are Susanna Grant, Jim Taylor, and Kerry Kirkpatrick. The producers are Jordan. The director is Gary Winnick. The music is by Danny Elfman. The photography are by Sesamus McGurk. The genre is dramatic, commedia or for kids. The length is 97 minutes and the year was December 7 of 2010.
And the facts about the book: the author is E.B. White. It has 157 pages. Its genre is infant literature. The publisher is Scholastic Inc. And the story is narrated and have characters.
Quote number 1. People believe almost anything they say in print. Charlotte, page number 84, is when Mr. Mark Zuckerman first sees the writing in the web. He considers that the spider might have weaved it, but he quickly expels that from his mind. He decides that the read must be correct and say to his wife.
The second quote is, maybe our ears aren't as sharp as Fern. This is said by Mr. Arable in the page 52, and this is what Mr. Arable responds to his wife when his wife worries about Fern, thinking she can hear the animal's voice.
The quote number 3 is, it's unfair, the pig couldn't help being born small, could it? If I had been small at birth, would you have killed me? This quote is told by Fern in page number 3. Fern's argument is shockingly clear. Mr. Abel, he don't have to kill the small pig, because every life man it's important, and she uses this example that if she will have born small or something like that, he wouldn't have to kill her.
The characters. Fern Arable plays Dakota Fanning. Fern Arable is the daughter of John and is the little girl John adopted Wilbur when he born and take care about him.
Wilbur is played by Dominic Scott Kay. He's the runt of the newborn pigs, and yeah, he was saved by Fern, and he's a very strongly emotional pig.
Charlotte is played by Julia Roberts and is a spider that is the best friend of Wilbur, and in some passages she is the heroine of the story.
Judy plays as Oprah Winfrey and is a talented goose.
Templeton is played by Steve Buscemi. Templeton is the rat who helped Charlotte to get the words for saving Wilbur, and yeah.
Samuel is played by John Cheese and is an intelligent old sheep.
Betsy plays as Rhea McTrine and Betsy plays as Key Rose. They are the cows of the story, and they have they live in the same pen where Wilbur lives.
Brooks is played by Thomas Hayden Church. They are the blackbirds that are always joking about the characters and bothering them.
Mr. Arable is played by Kevin Anderson, and John Arable is the father of Fern Arable, the little girl that adopted Wilbur.
Uncle played as Abraham Vernon. Uncle is a large pig that is in the competition with Wilbur in the
Fair.
fair.
Dr. Dorian played as Beau Bridge. Dr. Dorian is the family psychologist who was required by Fern's mother, who think that Fern was getting crazy or something. Why she talks to the animals, but she was just normal. It's a kid.
Henry Fuzzy played as Julian O'Donnell. Henry Fuzzy is about the friend's age, and it's become his boyfriend. And in the novel, in the movie, only appears in some scenes, like in the school and in the film.
The narrator of the story is played by Sam Shepard.
Miss Arable is played as E.C. Davis, who was the mom of Fern, that think that Fern was crazy or something like that, but she's not.
Avery played as Louis Corbett. Avery is the friend's brother, and well, he's only
His brother.
his brother.
Homer Zuckerman is played by Gary Basrava. He's the uncle of Fern, and he's the one who keep Wilbur when Fern give it to him.
The next character is Edith Zuckerman, played as Sayuba Fallon. She only wasn't noticed that Wilbur escaped from the barn and advised the other ones to catch him, and in the movie she gave him a milk bath, and that's it. To Wilbur.
Lowry played as Nate Mooney. Lowry is the Zuckerman's fried man who works very hard in the farm, and is the first person that saw the webs and the words.
Well, the next part is the difference between the book and the movie. The first one that we noticed is that in the movie, Fern take Wilbur to the school, and she get caught and getting many problems with the principal and like that. And in the book, Fern is in summer vacations, and that doesn't happen. Next.
Another difference is that in the book, Mr. Zuckerman give the Wilbur to Fern, and Fern sell the pig to his uncle Homer. And in the movie, that do not appear. The Fern give it like a gift to Homer, his uncle.
Another difference is that in the movie, the Fern go to the school in the bus, and he start fighting with the fans, and he escape, and the goose say that if he was him, he will escape. And in the book, that doesn't happen because it's a day that Fern doesn't go to the farm, and he is sad, so he escape. And
the next difference is that in the book, the old sheep tell Wilbur that he will die because he was a spring pig, and in the movie, Templeton said him, but in a very bad way.
Now we're going to talk about the story of Charlotte Webb. This story starts when Fern Arable sees his father going to the barn, Mr. Arable, with an axe. So she decided to go and go to look what's happened there. When she arrived to the barn, he sees that his dad is going to kill a little pig that was smallest than the others that was there. That's how Fern decides she will going to take care of Wilbur, and his father accepts. When Fern decides to call that little pig Wilbur. When a time lapse pass, Wilbur has grown up a lot, and the family of Fern decide he's going to Wilbur is going to need to go to another part, and they sell it to his uncle Homer. That it was very close to Fern's to the house, Fern's house. When Wilbur arrived to Homer's barn, he want to play with everyone because he still was a kid, and all want to and nobody want to play with him. But Fern all the days go to visit Wilbur, and they count story until one day Fern do not go to visit Wilbur, and he decide to go out of the barn and escape. But then when he go back again to the barn, he realized that nobody want to be his friend until he noticed a voice that said that they will that she will be his friend in the morning.
In the next
morning. When Wilbur wake up at the first, he called to his new friend, but nobody answered until a little spider in the corner of a door appeared, and that's how the relationship between Charlotte and Wilbur start. The rat called Templeton said to Wilbur that he's going to die and he will never see the snow of the Christmas. So Charlotte decide to promise him that he will see the snow of the Christmas, and Charlotte start to thinking a plan to everybody notice that Wilbur was a special pig. That's how Charlotte decided to
write words.
Do a web with words inside. The first word was some pig. That's what Charlotte do to everybody notice that Wilbur was a special pig. Then Lurby was the man that helped Uncle Homer see the web and say to the soccer man, and all the town start to knowing and going to the barn to see the web that have the words on pig.
Everyone think that was a miracle. Everyone from other places go to see the words in the web, but after a time they stopped going and it was like boring. It was not a new notice. But then Charlotte decided to write on his web, on her web, terrific, and again everyone was amazed. More people from other places start coming and she saw that her plan was working. Everyone now think that Wilbur was getting like special pig and stuff like that. And the next word would be radiant. Her last chance to get Wilbur to the county fair. Charlotte know that if Wilbur get to the county fair and won the first prize, Mr. Homer never going to kill him. And yeah, she wrote on her web Radiant, and he was a very radiant pig. Now he was like in the newspapers, in the notice, in every part of the United States, and he got very famous. And the day arrived. Now it's time to go to the county fair. Mrs. Zuckerman gave him a bad milk to make Wilbur look like very beautiful and radiant. And yeah, they go to the fair. Fern have fun with his boyfriend or the friend who likes him and her. And Wilbur was very happy, but then Templeton noticed that the pig next him, and it was named Uncle the pig. He was so big, he was huge, and they think that he will going to win the first prize, no? But Charlotte's not noticing this during the night. Right on his web, Humble.
Templeton to go to the...
Yeah, before that, Charlotte set Templeton to go to search for a word to help Wilbur, and he found the word humble, and that was the correct one. And then in the night, yeah, she write it, and the family of Arbles and Zuckerman have already go, but the next day they arrive and see the uncles, the big name uncle, the big one that had won the first prize, and they were sad and like that. But then they noticed that the Wilbur's his place had on the corner the word humble, and again everyone was amazed, happy, and they think that it was a miracle. And of course Wilbur is going to win the first prize, and in the speakers it's called Mr. Zuckerman to go to the part where they judge the pig and like that. And yeah, he won the first prize. They give his medal to Wilbur, to him, and he talk he give speech that Wilbur was of his family, that he was very happy with the pig. At first they thought that it would be a small pig and that, but he was very special now. Yeah, part of his family, and they were very happy and all. But the sad part of the story come.
So the Wilbur returned to the place where he was, and Charlotte was so sick, and Wilbur saw Charlotte that was making something, and asked her that what was, and it was her ex
sack.
Her ex sack, and Wilbur want to take them, but he can't. So no, Wilbur he can't. So Wilbur told Templeton, and Templeton take the eggs and give to Wilbur, and he take it into his mouth, and they return to the farm, but Charlotte died in the fair. So now in the farm, everyone take care about the sack of eggs, and the winter comes, and as Charlotte say, Wilbur saw the winter of the snow of the Christmas, and in the spring, the spiders come out of their sack and all start to fly and go away because they won't stay in the farm, and Will was so sad, and he listened salutations. It was like the first word that Charlotte said to Wilbur, and there was three little spiders in the door, and Wilbur gave his friendship and give them a name. It was Arinia, Ellie, and Joy. And they still be friends, and as Charlotte said, Wilbur saw the snow and he doesn't die.
And we almost forget it, but for Templeton to help Wilbur at the county fair to get the exact, he make a tree to make Wilbur to let it Templeton all he wants before Wilbur do, and obviously he accepted, and he get more bigger and fatter. And yeah, like the story repeat, the spiders
Became friend of Wilbur.
leave his eggs and die and repeat.
But Wilbur was always the friend of the soldier family of Charlotte.
Uh-huh. And Charlotte, before she dies, she was so grateful that make all the animals in the barn look the spiders like friend and not like a monster before they think that. And yeah. And to conclude the question, are all great books bad movies?
Well, I think that it depends all in the form of to do it the movie and the directors and the producers, because the people that do the movie decide how to transform the book into the movie. So they decide the change, and in some cases the change are minimal, and that's this in this case in the Charlotte's Web. The change was not an awesome change. So I think that it depends in the form of the actors and in the directors and how the people decide to do it the movie. But not all the great books are bad movies.
Well, in my opinion, yeah, like Tavio, it depends. But in our case, Charlotte's, we already know that it's a small book and for kids and that. And yeah, it's a great book. It's so small and for kids. But the movie is also great. It's like the same. The comparison facts that we give, it don't influence in anything the story. It all happens like in the book. Something more and something less. But
For me, well, I prefer to read a book, but in this case was like the same. Some things change and others don't, but it was a good movie. I like the book, and how they say it depends of the persons that make the movie, but I don't think that all the great books are bad movies.
and thanks for watching.